I'm Mint Salad and I saw Moon 2009. It is directed by Duncan Jones. This was a request by Patreoni. If you'd like to request a movie review, go to patreon.com/ASApresents. I had not heard of this movie until it was requested, and I think you'll enjoy the premise if you like space things. So, if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. The movie starts, we're in a future which we get 70% of our power from the moon, and seeing how they extract moon energy, I'm thinking, is it energy within the rocks? Like sunlight bounces into the moon rocks, and then they absorb a lot of energy, and then bam, enough energy to supply Earth. Found a greener way to sustain Earth. But at what cost, though? We're meeting Sam. He seems to be the only person on this moon base. Yeah, that's the proper term for it, moon base. He's the only one, and there's also a robot with him. The robot helps him with everyday life, and we have Sam being like, okay, time to do my job. My job involves getting into this cool rover. That's what it's called, a cool rover. And then he goes to the rover to this moon scraper thingy that extracts power. I think it's like hydrogen or something. And he drives into the machine while it's moving, which is pretty cool. And then he takes, there's these core things that he takes out and replaces with a brand new one. And it's pretty awesome. He's like, oh, hey, look, there's some energy. We can send it back to Earth. And I'm like, how do they send it back to Earth? That is what I'm thinking during this entire time. Like, do they have one of those tubes like you find at a pharmacy? You could just put the energy tube in and it sucks all the way to Earth. That'd be kind of cool, but it doesn't really show us that. Sam is about 2 weeks away from leaving this place. He's on a 3-year journey. He has some messages from his wife back at home. She was pregnant when he left, and now there's a child, and there's a man. And I'm just thinking, you didn't notice the guy? You didn't know notice the third person that grabbed your child? That's kind of sus, that's kind of fishy. And then, you know what Sam does? He's like, I'm gonna do my job some more. And then he goes out, he sees a thing. It definitely was weird when he saw a thing while he's grabbing boiling water a little bit earlier in the movie. And now he sees a random thing within all the rock debris, and he crashes himself into the moon miner. Then he wakes up in the infirmary. Nothing on his face. No bruises, no blood. He's brand spanking new. There's a point where he has beard, and then now he has no beard. And I thought that was weird. I was like, did the robot shave his face while he was asleep? The robot greets him, hello. You were not out for long. You were in an accident. Do you remember anything? No, I do not remember anything. That's weird. He has some amnesia. He's like, okay, I have weird amnesia, but I feel like I can walk around. And you know what? The robot's like, hey, you should probably chill. You got Sam, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna start walking around, I'm gonna start listening to whatever the robot is talking to, a live feed of these guys telling them, hey, you should probably let Sam chill out for a second. And I was like, that's weird. I thought we didn't get any live feed. I thought there was no live communication. It's like a whole plot point that, why is there no signal? They don't care about us. They have jammed the signal or something. Something is wrong. The communication thing is broken or something, and nobody has come here to fix it. A little note on the bearded man I mentioned earlier. Turns out he was hallucinating him. And he was also hallucinating a teenage girl before he crashed. What a weird set of events that occur 2 weeks before you're supposed to leave for Earth. Overhearing these things of, hey, you should probably let Sam rest for a second, and the robot's like, hey, you shouldn't go outside. Do not go outside. You're not fit. And he makes a nice little problem. Hello, there's gas here. Maybe something is damaged outside. There's nothing damaged outside, says the robot. Actually, let me check. Can I please check? Please let me check. You know what? The robot's like, fine, sure, whatever. And he goes into the Range Rover. And he goes to the crash site and he sees another him. And I'm like, what? He saves himself. He brings in the injured corpse. I don't know if it's corpse. It seems like it's been out in space for a while. I don't know if it's dead or alive, but he's shown to be alive. And now there's two of them. Why do they look so similar? You got the people. Both Sams are fighting each other, which is hilarious because it's like, I'm the real Sam. And then they eventually cooperate. They're like, all right, fine, yeah, we can learn a little bit from each other. But initially, you have the second most recent Sam being like, I don't want to talk to you, guy. You're all bloodied up. Ew, disgusting. You walk with a limp. Awful. That's a good way to tell the difference between the two Sams, by the way. One is limping and bleeding, and then the other one is pristine and stands up tall and plays a lot of what are these the punching bag, where it goes like vroom, 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 vroom. That one, that punching bag, he does a lot of that, and jump ropes, which is fun. You know, they have an argument, right? And then the robot's like, y'all are clones, and they're like, what? We're clones? Who's the original? Well, it's time for us to find out. Let's go explore the moon. Let's go driving. And you know what happens when they go driving? They find a couple of jammers. But one Sam starts coughing up blood in his astronaut suit, his atmospherical pressurized suit, or whatever it's called. He starts just I'm like, no! What's wrong with you? Please do not be dying. At this point, I'm like, if they're clones, then each clone is supposed to die after 3 years. Maybe this clone, the clone that is coughing up blood, has been around for almost 3 years. Maybe he's coughing up blood, so he dies on the moon. That'd be very sad. I hope he gets to be taken to a hospital soon. This whole clone theory, it's got the healthier Sam being like, I'm curious. Let me look up some things. Let me look at some logs. I cannot access a terminal, but the robot's helping me. I personally thought was like, when the robot was like, yeah, you're okay. Please do not go outside. I was like, what are you hiding from me, robot? But now we know the robot is like, yeah, you guys are clones, and he's designed to help. And so he's like, all right, let me help you with the passcode. Here's some information. This information that he finds involves this chamber that there's just like a lot of logs of him going into this chamber multiple times. And I'm like, how many times has this occurred? I'm quite intrigued. So he goes to that chamber, he starts looking around, he has an original idea of, hey, there might be a hidden hatch somewhere, and lo and behold, he finds a hidden hatch. He gets the other really sick Sam. Come here. All right, you go down now. And we're going down, we see a bunch of clones. Like, whoa, there's so many. How long do they plan on continuing this? I also find it both very smart to clone the same person over and over and over again, so you can avoid training and sending people up to the moon. But I also find it incredibly dumb, because the clones, if you keep cloning a clone, are they cloning the original guy like millions of times? Or are they cloning each clone? And then eventually we're gonna get a situation where we have a very dumb Sam, and then how is the moon base gonna run? Oh wait, it's a little bit automated. What training do you have to have? Go outside, do not die, wear a suit, twist, untwist. It's a very automated place. I wouldn't mind being stranded there, but after a while, I feel like I would lose my mind. I'm not sure how Sam isn't losing his mind at this point. We also have the sicker Sam. He goes up to the same place that the other Sam was at before, but there's a cool little hidden compartment. He grabs it. It's some orange thing. I don't know what it is yet, but then he goes in the rover and goes out past to where the jammers are at, and he gets signal and he contacts his wife. And guess who picks up? Eve. Yes, Eve, the daughter that he had. She is now 15. When he left, his wife was pregnant with his daughter, so it's been 15 years. And if each clone lasts for, let's say 3 years, we're already at like 5 clones already. We're at the 5th clone. Oh boy. Please. Oh no. It's just like, oh wow. They really don't want Sam to communicate with the outside world. So this Sam is like, alright, well, I'm gonna go back. I'm not going to say anything. Instead, I'm going to be very sick, very cold. I'm like, dude, you're dying. You're dying. Please. You're sweating now? Okay, that sucks. The newer Sam is like, you have to go lay down, and I'm going to look at your orange computer thingy, and I'm going to look at the last recorded message, and also learn that, wow, my daughter has aged 15 years, and she has a father, and my wife is dead. That's really sad. And you know what's also super sad? That I think the dad that was in the first recording, like, hey, I hope you're having a good old time. I hope you're having a lovely time. I think that was the same dad. So, what a tragedy. You got a father who isn't able to raise his daughter because he's stuck in space. He's stuck on the moon. I really love the moment where you have the two Sams. They're like, hey, our daughter looks really pretty. High five. And then they high five. And I was like, man, what a sick moment. There is a rescue team together. However, there has to be a Sam that isn't alive. There has to be a Sam that's in the crash area. And luckily, you know what happens? Well, the newer Sam is like, all right, old Sam, we're gonna go out to this place together. And then you're gonna go unconscious after sharing a lovely memory. And I'm gonna place you back into this crash site. And then, you know what's gonna happen? I absolutely love this. He goes back and he gets into this, I don't know what to call it. It's very claustrophobic. He has all his items in this hole. And I'm just thinking, what is the purpose of this hole? And why was it never used before? We see the rescuers coming down next to the rover that Sam was crashed in. And they're like, I guess we can't return him. Oh no. Meanwhile, we see a ship going to Earth. It's just a tiny ship, and I'm like, oh, he must be in that tiny ship. And he reaches Earth. And that's how the story ends. Oh, I should probably mention before I forget. The new clone wakes up another clone. He sends a course of the rock extractor thingy for the energy towards a jammer. So one of the jammers is broken, and there's now live feed again for the clone. And I'm like, what could happen? What could possibly happen with that knowledge with the new clone? I'm really intrigued. If there was like a sequel to this, it would be pretty rad. It explains all of this, but that is how the movie ends. I really like the exploration of Sam as a character. He's been alone, and he now finally has to deal with the fact that there is somebody, actual human there, and of course you got a bunch that he's going into fights, and then they eventually are like, yeah, okay, and then eventually they take care of each other, which is lovely. Well, when I say take care of each other, I mean the newer one puts the older one into bed and tucks him in, and I'm like, oh, that's really adorable. Way to take care of your homie there. I'm also really enjoying the atmosphere of the moon base. The moon base is very white and there's some personality with whatever Sam put there as like photos and a cool alarm clock that has a song on it, but I feel like just being in there for a very long time, 3 years, would be quite insane. Wow. Oh my. I feel like I would go insane if I was stuck on the moon for 3 years, or maybe even a year, or maybe even like 6 months, maybe even a month, maybe even a few days. I'm thinking a few days. I'm not qualified to be an astronaut. The graphics looked really good. I really liked Earth. I really liked the moon. There was a lot of nice shots. The cinematography was very on point. It was beautiful, honestly. And I loved the unfolding of all the information that we do eventually learn and find. And I'm so happy that there's a moon movie. I know there's like Mars movies. I don't know any other moon movies, but if you do know of any moon movies, leave that in the comments below. Overall, I enjoyed this movie. I would definitely recommend it if you enjoy space. And also, there's a lot of twists that I wasn't expecting. I was originally like, maybe the robot is evil, but no, the robot is good. That's a good thing. And because of the goodiness of this movie, I gotta give it a solid 8.9 out of 10. If you like this review, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer, so if I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. So you can request a movie in the comments below, or you can fast track the request at patreon.com/ASCpresents for $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month, or $3 a month for some daily vlogs, all at patreon.com/ASCpresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of this channel, go to my link tree for some NSFW content, daily sets. It really helps with the daily grindiness of the movie reviews. So go here, and until next time, I'm Mint Salad. I'll see you later. My salad crouton's a big bit.